And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It is with these words of John F. Kennedy in the year 1961, where he asked Americans to think of their country's needs instead of their own needs, that I welcome you to this special edition of Chillen Challenge, where we are going to experience the draw for the bronze stage. So far, we have 6 schools that have qualified. 1 school qualified for the fact that they were the best loser, and 5 other schools qualified from the fact that they have won. But before we go to get a retrospect of the editions of Chillen Challenge, I should let you know that Chillen Challenge is an academic program in the Southwest region and in Fako division, to be precise, which brings together 10 secondary schools in this set region to come together in an education family to challenge, to have an quiz question answer session where we'll get a winner at the end. So, ladies and gentlemen, the show started itself on the 17th of January 2015, and today we are doing the draws for the bronze stage, or the quarters finals, you can call it like that. But before we continue with the draws, let's have a recap of what has been happening on Chillen Challenge. Let's go.
Chillen Challenge is an academic program which is subdivided into 3 different categories, that is, standard, bronze and gold. It was on the 17th of January 2015 when the program Chillen Challenge kick-started, with the maiden edition being the draws, which saw the pairing up of 10 schools in Fako subdivision. According to the draws, STIBCCOL was to compete with Beth Memorial College, Government Technical High School versus Baptist Comprehensive College, Government High School Boyertown versus Baptist High School, and St. Teresa International Bilingual College was to compete with Somerset Bilingual College, all in Moliko, while Cambridge College of Arts, Science and Technology was to play with Formate Comprehensive High School, located in Bakwiri Town neighborhood, all at the standard phase. So far, the first match kick-started with Marflo Comprehensive College on the 24th of January 2015 versus Beth Memorial College. The match saw Beth Memorial beating 13.5 points as opposed to 13 for Marflo, making Marflo a vanquish. The second match was Government Technical High School, Moliko, which was to play with Baptist Comprehensive College. Government Technical High School decided not to play the match and withdrew from the competition. According to the rules of the game, when one school decides to withdraw from the competition, by default the other school becomes the winner, and it was on that note that Baptist Comprehensive College outmatched Government Technical High School and qualified by default. This third match was on the 7th of February 2015, which saw Government High School Boyertown versus Baptist High School. It was a highly challenging match between the government and the lay private institution, as Government High School outmatched Baptist High School with 24 points out of 16 points. The third match was on the 14th of February 2015, St. Teresa International Bilingual College versus Somerset Bilingual College. This match was described by viewers as a clash of the titans, as Somerset Bilingual College and St. Teresa International Bilingual College, all in Moliko, are one strong competitor struggling to outmatch the other in academic excellence. The match which took place saw St. Teresa International College beating 19.5 as opposed to 17 for Somerset Bilingual College. According to the rules of the game, Somerset is out, but St. Teresa is in. The fifth match, which was the last, witnessed Cambridge College of Arts, Science and Technology beating Formate Comprehensive College, all located at the Bakwiri Town neighborhood. The match was a laissez-faire match, but to some extent, FOMIC had to move through as Cambridge College of Arts, Science and Technology were outmatched with 8 points out of 19 from FOMIC. According to the statistics so far, Government Technical High School is out, Marflo Comprehensive College is out, Cambridge College of Arts, Science and Technology is out, Somerset Bilingual College too is out. But it is 10 schools that were paired up for this competition, and the rules of the game state that 5 schools will qualify and the other 5, a best loser will be selected among the 5 schools that will meet up with the 5 schools to top up a 6 schools, which will move on to the next phase, that is the bronze phase. And as the situation be the case, Somerset is the highest with 17 points as opposed to Marflo with 13 points, and 8 for Cambridge, 16 for Baptist High School, and the Government Technical High School withdrawal. So far, the schools that have qualified putting the best loser are Government High School Boyatown with 24 points, who happens to be the highest, St. Teresa International Bilingual College with 19 points, the second highest, FOMIC Comprehensive High School 13th being the third highest, Beth Memorial College 13.5 being the fourth highest, Baptist Comprehensive College won by default, Somerset Bilingual College being the sixth, which was the best loser, are the schools that have qualified for the bronze stage in the competition.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. That was Star Jarvis with a recap or retrospect of what has happened in Chillen Challenge since the 17th of January 2015, where we started with the premiere, that is the draws of the 10 schools. I give you now the rules of Chillen Challenge on each edition. In every edition, that is, we have had 5 editions of the matches. A question is asked to a school, and if the school gets the correct answer, the school is given 2 points. But if the school fails the question is taken to the other school for a point bonus. If the school fails the question, either the question is taken, we are going to the next question. If a school answers 3 consecutive questions correctly, they're open to what we call a bonus bank, where a question will be asked to the school. If they get it correctly, they have 2 points. But if they fail it, 2 points will be subtracted from their total number of points. At the initial state, that is on that very own day of the 17th, we had 10 schools. On the premiere, we paired them and we have 5 pairs. 5 schools as at now have qualified for the bronze stage or quarterfinals, and the best loser has joined these 5 qualified schools to the bronze stage, which we're about to do the pairing today, or the draws. We have a good number of prizes for the winners, and it's worth of noting that each edition, that is at the bronze stage, the schools that have qualified for the bronze stage have cash prizes that will be given to them at their editions when they come for their matches. Also, the schools that will qualify for the silver stage or silver phase, they will have their prizes and their awards. And it's worth mentioning that the total prize for cash prize is 150,000 francs to the winner. And we have other benefits, like the winner school will have the opportunity to pass its announcement through CMTV for the period of 3 months. That is off charge, and any top 2 events of that school will be covered off charge. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the brief rules of the game, and I've also given to you the prize that awaits the winners of each edition. As I said earlier, each edition of Chillen Challenge has prize waiting for the winners. So it's worth noting of the students that they have to really prepare, and the principals likewise have to make up their students also to cover the stages and do it well. From now, ladies and gentlemen, when we come back from this commercial imperative, we are going to go closer to the draw. So just stay cool and we'll soon be yours.
Tiger Tea, superpower and strength.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Before we continue with the draws, I wish to do a very shout out to all the principals, the chief shepherd of all these institutions that are partaking in Chillen Challenge in this year. We have for St. Therese International Bilingual College, we have Mr. Fonge Kingsley. For Government Technical High School Boya, we have Mr. Chongong Festus as the Senior Discipline Master. For Cambridge College of Arts, Science and Technology, we have Mr. Ngu Roland G. For Baptist High School Boya, we have Madam Josephine. For Government High School Boya, we have Mr. Tocho Boris, who is the Discipline Master who represented his school on that day. We have Beth Memorial College with Mr. Kungang as the Principal. For Mik Comprehensive High School, Mr. Eswa Kisitombong. STIBCCOL, that is Mathlo Comprehensive Bilingual College with Mr. Eyong as the Principal. Baptist Comprehensive High School with Mrs. Mututu Hannah as the Principal. And finally, the last but not the least, Somerset Bilingual College with Mr. Windham Rudolph as the Principal. It is worth getting the pictures of these principals, for it is also worthy of note that these principals really collaborated with us in Chillen Challenge edition and make sure that the students are here. But also, they also gave us that big up and continuation of Chillen Challenge to enable that the school partake and prepare the students. But I wish to let them know that the next stage of Chillen Challenge, which we are about to do the draw today, that is the bronze stage, will not come with all the ease that follows. But let's get to the principals.
Hannah Mututu, Principal Baptist Comprehensive College.
Windham Rudolph, Principal of Somerset Bilingual College.
Okay, I am Fonge Kingsley, Principal of St. Teresa International Bilingual Comprehensive College.
Enanga Georgiana Sanga, Principal of GHS Boyatown.
Liombe St. George, Coordinator for Co-curricular activities.
Windham Rudolph, Principal of Somerset Bilingual College.
Roland G. Anko, I am the Principal of CAST.
Kisitombong, Principal for me Comprehensive High School.
Keep watching the Chillen Challenge
on CMTV.
Keep watching
Chillen Challenge on
CMTV. Keep watching.
Keep watching.
Keep watching
Chillen Challenge on.
Chillen Challenge.
Keep watching
CMTV.
Keep watching Chillen Challenge on CMTV.
You got it all from the principals of those schools, and they say keep watching Chillen Challenge on CMTV. CMTV is where entertainment rides in the Southwest region, and Chillen Challenge is its #1 academic program which brings schools together for a question-answer session. We call it a brain stretching moment on CMTV. So the schools that have qualified for the bronze stage, that is the quarterfinals, we have Government High School Boyatown, we have St. Therese International Bilingual College, we have Fomi Comprehensive High School, we have Bed Memorial College, we have Baptist Comprehensive College, and we have Somerset Bilingual College. So I will introduce to you the papers of the draw, and right here with #1 we have St. Therese International Bilingual College. St. Therese International Bilingual College has paper #1. The next school on the list, we have Government High School Boya with #2. Government High School Boya has the #2. That will be used for the draw. The next school, we have Beth Memorial College. Beth Memorial College has been given the #3. That will be used for the draw. Beth Memorial College with the principal, Mr. Kungang. The next school on our list, we have Fomik Comprehensive High School. That is the school of Mr. Kisitombong. Fomik Comprehensive High School has been given the #4. The next school on our list, we have Baptist Comprehensive College. Baptist Comprehensive College has been given the #5. And the last school, but not the least yet, we have Somerset Bilingual College, which has been given the #6. Somerset Bilingual College, the school of Mr. Windham Rudolph. So, ladies and gentlemen, I wish to introduce to you the guest of today's edition. He is no other person than Mr. Linjum Yase. You people popularly know him as Mr. L. Yase. Sir, you are welcome.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kopsi Marius. I want to say it's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be your guest in this edition of Chillen Challenge. And I must say, Chillen Challenge is a program that is an educative program that I've been appreciating a lot. So once more, it's a privilege for me to be amongst you today.
So before today's edition, I discussed with you earlier, and you told me that you have been following up nearly all the editions of Chillen Challenge. You experienced the question answer session. How did you see the questions?
I saw the questions to be very interesting. Specifically, one of the things that marked me a lot was the bonus bank. The bonus bank, which most often is when students have the opportunity when students reach a certain point, they have the opportunity to get more points, and then they take the risk of taking the bonus bank. So specifically, that's one of the things that might be learned. Apart from that, the questions also were very interesting, and most often there were some questions that required a lot of common sense, which I mark a lot. There are many programs that have appreciated a lot. There is Brainbox initiative. There is Carton Rouge, and there is Marche des Raisins Collab initiative. So what I particularly like with Chillen Challenge is that apart from the normal happenings that's the normal happening that go around our society and those current issues, there are also some questions that require common sense. So that's what I like a lot about Chillen Challenge.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. L. Yase is the guest for today's edition, and he will be helping us to do the balloting or the draws of today's edition. So, sir, I will give you this paper. You fold well and put in that ballot bowl that will be used for the draws. You do the shuffling yourself. So I start with school number 6, Somerset Bilingual College, having school number 6. You fold it and put it in the bowl. We'll do the shuffling after we have folded all the papers, having the names of all the schools. Right. So you are having in your hand Somerset Bilingual College.
Bilingual College.
Yes. You fold well, make it very small. The next school is Baptist Comprehensive College with number 5. Baptist Comprehensive College with the principal, Miss Motutu Hannah. Right?
Exactly.
Baptist Comprehensive College with number 5. The next school we have Formic Comprehensive High School. I think of Mr. Kisito Mbong, who is the principal of this institution. Do the folding well. Formic Comprehensive High School is having the number 4. Okay. Right, there you go with Formic. The next school on the list is Beit Memorial College. I think of Mr. Kungang, who is the chief shepherd or the principal of this institution. They had their first match, that is the Saturday after the 17th, the premiere with Madlo Comprehensive Bilingual College, and won that match with a point of 13.5. That is Beit Memorial College. Alright, there you go with Beit Memorial College. With the folding of Beit Memorial College. We have Government High School, Boyertown. Government High School, Boyertown has been given the number 2. Do the folding. Government High School, Boyertown.
The numbers are well hidden.
Okay. Okay, there you go with Government High School, Boyertown. And the last school, not the least too, is St. Therese International Bilingual College. STIBCCOL, that is St. Therese International Bilingual Comprehensive College with the number 1. Okay. As you're doing the folding, Mr. Yase, I wish to let our televiewers know that this is a very highly sensitive moment in Chillen Challenge, where we are going to do the pairing for the bronze stage, that is the quarterfinals. The schools that will come out from this competition shows the degree of high unbiasedness, the independence that will be done with this draw. That is a school, the pair that will come up shows that there were no iterations, so there were no complications behind it. That is why we are doing this live draw, and to the principals to also know the date. So the rule goes thus: you do the shuffling, you shuffle well, do the shuffling, do the shuffling, shuffle well. While you shuffle, I wish to let our viewers know that the first school that will pick from the bowl will be the school that will play on the next week Saturday at 11 a.m. and its competitor will be this next school that you pick from the bowl. So if you have shuffled well, let's go with the first school. Now you pick the first school, Mr. Yase. Okay, so
Government Bilingual High School, Boya.
Government High School, Boya Town is the school with number 2 that has been picked from the bowl. That school, it means the school will be competing on Saturday. You put it and go against the bowl to pick the next school. Government High School, Boya Town. Who will Government High School, Boya Town be competing against with on Saturday?
Against St. Therese International Bilingual.
Ladies and gentlemen, Government High School, Boya Town will be competing against St. Therese International Bilingual College. Come next week, Saturday, prime time, 11 a.m. We'll go against our box to pick the next school.
Then we have the third, which is Baptist Comprehensive College, number 5.
Baptist Comprehensive College with the number 5 will be competing on Saturday after St. Therese Comprehensive International Bilingual College has competed with Government High School, Boya Town against the box.
Then we have the fourth, which is Fomik Comprehensive High School, number 4.
Fomik Comprehensive High School, ladies and gentlemen, will be competing against Baptist Comprehensive College. Number 5 versus number 4. Let's go again to the box.
Then the fifth we have Beth Memorial College, number 3.
Beth Memorial College with the number 3. Who Beth Memorial College will face on Saturday after Fomika must have had clashed with the last school. Yeah.
Then the last, but not the least anyway, we have the seat, which is Somerset Bilingual.
Somerset Bilingual College, ladies and gentlemen, will be beating horns with Beth Memorial College the last day for the bronze edition. Ladies and gentlemen, just stay cool. When we come back from this short imperative, we are going to get from our guest and we wrap it off with the draws for today's edition.
Storman!
Sparkle.
You get Tiger tea?
Tiger tea.
Bring up. Yes. Tiger T. You feel me what?
Yes.
Tiger T. Tiger tea, now the number one tea, oh, now antibacterial mop. If you take this tea, come on, before this one come, I say they stand like a wash night weight. Tiger tea, now number one. Try for take up. Superpower and strength, Tiger tea. See the truck, I go do drag and now one hand. Yeah.
Tiger Tea, superpower and strength.
Tiger tea, superpower and strength. Go quick for store because I go finish them. Now you give me power.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Welcome to Chillen Music TV. Chiambah the club. Chiambah the club.
Tiger Tea, superpower and strength.
Welcome back, beautiful ladies and handsome gentlemen. We just had the draws for the bronze stage of Chillen Challenge, and come 7th of March 2015, we have St. Therese International Bilingual Comprehensive College versus Government High School Boya Town, that is STIBCCOL versus GHS. That will be on the 7th of March 2015. We have St. Therese versus Government High School on the 7th of March 2015. And on the 14th of March 2015, we have Formic Comprehensive High School versus Baptist Comprehensive College. That is Formic versus BCC. That will be on the 14th of March 2015. Then the last for the bronze stage of Chillen Challenge, on the 21st of March 2015, we have Somerset, that is STIBCCOL versus Bate Memorial College. STIBCCOL versus BMC. on the 21st of March 2015. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the pairing, and it's worth mentioning that in the bronze stage of Chillen Challenge, the schools that will compare will have 3 winners. Therefore, it will be the knockout stage. The school that wins qualified for the silver phase, that is the semi-finals, and the school that loses will just be on standby. Now, 3 schools will win from the competition of that is the bronze stage, and they'll be qualified for the silver edition. The best loser will join them to do even, that is to make it 4, so that the pairing can be done for the silver phase, the semi-finals of Chillen Challenge. So here with me is still our guest, Mr. Linjum Yase, El Yase, no? So sir, you have seen the draws. What last word can you say to these principals? What advice can you give to the students and the principals for their upcoming matches?
So, well, thank you, Mr. Kopsimarius. I'll first of all begin with the principals. With the principals, the advice I will give to the principals is that they should help the students. They should help the students by putting at their disposal all what is necessary for them to prepare for this program. You said those who will be qualified for the silver edition. Yeah, so to that occasion, I believe the principal and then the authority concerned, they have to put everything at their disposal for them to actually get set. And to the students, you know, just as I said before, this the program, the Chillen Challenge is an educative program, and as an educative program, the students as they are coming back, they should continue preparing. They should not sleep on their laurels, because I have seen very good college and high schools there that will be competing against each other. And last time that in the premier edition of Chillen Challenge, I remember one of the questions that you asked, I can remember very well, the acronym of OHADA. That is just to say that it's not only questions about current issues that are asked, that even questions right from what is taught in class can be asked as well. So they should be coherent and then take all of that into consideration. And they should always take note of being alert, reading newspapers, and they should also remember that questions that require common sense can be asked. So that's all what I can say to them.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Mr. Linjum Yase, a guest for today's edition. Thank you, sir, for honoring our invitation.
It's a pleasure and a privilege, Mr. Kopsi, and thank you to CMTV.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, just to remind you, on the 7th, that is next week Saturday, we have St. Teresa International Bilingual Comprehensive College versus Government High School, Boyatown. That is STIBCCOL versus GHS. That is how we saw it for today's edition in Chillen Challenge. And I wish to remind you, for those who didn't, or for those who are joining us first time, or for those who have not watched the other editions, you can still get us from our website. That is www.chillenmusictv.com. That is www.chillenmusictv.com. The music is spelled M-U-Z-I-C. Ladies and gentlemen, you can also watch us on a rebroadcast every Sundays as from 5 p.m. and Tuesdays as from 3 p.m. I have been your host, the KWOB to the SIE. Kopsimarius has been the boy on Chillen Challenge. Just keep the rendezvous. But before I go, and so my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. From love, from CMTV studio, it is bye from Boya, it is bye from CMTV. So, Monsieur, yes.